am so thrilled you're tuning in today because honestly, we're going to look at something totally fascinating. We're taking a magnifying glass to the metadata of a highly optimized, incredibly powerful digital culture phenomenon. Like, if you've ever wondered how certain creators seem to literally possess a magic key to the algorithm, generating millions of clicks almost on demand, well, you are in the right place. We're going to deconstruct exactly how they pull this off step by step. All right, let's just dive right into this massive number, 1,884,632. And get this, that is not a lifetime view count for some channel, no. That is the staggering number of views a single Minecraft video pulled in just 3 days. 3 days! I mean, think about the velocity there. Nearly 2 million people actively decided to click and watch a piece of content within 72 hours of it going live. To get that kind of immediate explosive traction, you need way more than just good gameplay. You absolutely need an unparalleled mastery of packaging. And hey, that brings us to the main event, the actual hit itself, from birth to death as a scary entity in Minecraft. This comes from a channel called CarryDefPie, which is just an absolute juggernaut sitting at over 4 million subscribers. Now for this explainer, we're actually not going to look at the gameplay itself. Instead, we're zooming in purely on the algorithmic packaging of this new hit. We're going to reverse engineer the title, the core concepts, and the whole surrounding ecosystem just to figure out why this specific arrangement of words and ideas is, well, practically irresistible to viewers. So, moving on to section 1, the Formulaic Engine. Let's deconstruct these hooks. Just take a look at these recurring terms pulled directly from their recent uploads. Scary entity, heartless, elemental villager, avarity of family, emerald god, rainbow civilization. I mean, this brilliantly illustrates the creator's pattern recognition. You really start to notice the slightly absurd, hyper-niche adjectives and nouns they string together. They're creating these massive, extreme juxtapositions. So you aren't just playing Minecraft anymore. You're suddenly interacting with an emerald god or a literal rainbow civilization. It injects this huge dose of fantasy and really high stakes into a familiar sandbox game. It completely resets your expectations of what can even happen in that world. And all these hooks, they build into a highly specific 3-step narrative structure. 1, birth or evolution. 2, an absurd challenge or entity. And 3, the ultimate climax. These titles consistently promise this full, start-to-finish lifecycle roleplay journey. So as a viewer, you aren't just watching someone build a little wooden house. You are watching an epic evolution from noob to king, or transforming from a human to Ben 10 aliens in this super compressed time frame. It basically guarantees a complete, satisfying story arc before you even click the thumbnail. Now what's really wild is how this charts the channel's phenomenal long-term velocity. Like, the Scary Entity video hitting 1.8 million in 3 days is super impressive, right? But check out what happens when the algorithm really has time to digest these hooks. BLO attack from 4 months ago, sitting at 4.2 million. World Richest from a year ago, it's at an astonishing 8.4 million views. I mean, this perfectly illustrates the compounding success of their upload strategy. The formula doesn't just pop once and fade away. It has this incredibly long, lucrative shelf life. Okay, we just have to appreciate this verbatim title for a second. Can I save Dorban from bloop attack in Minecraft? It's honestly almost poetic in its absurdity. Like, who or what is a Dorban? What on earth is a bloop attack? Actually, it doesn't even matter. The sheer wonderful absurdity of these algorithmic hooks is exactly the whole point. It creates this massive, undeniable curiosity gap. If you're a highly engaged, maybe younger viewer embedded in this ecosystem, a title like that is just an automatic click. You literally have to know what a bloop attack is. All right, let's get into section 2, the algorithmic rabbit hole. We're looking at the recommended ecosystem here. You see, this strategy absolutely does not exist in a vacuum. If we look at the sidebar recommendations right alongside these videos, we see this fascinating contrast. On one side, we've got Minecraft mega hits following the exact same formula. Stuff like surviving 100 days as a diamond prototype or Squid Game survival. But then, on the other side, we see how this exact same lifecycle roleplay trend adapts across totally different virtual worlds. We've got someone playing as a protective dog in Roblox or exploring a tiny city in Indian bike driving 3D. The platform's algorithm has basically realized that the specific format of the story is just as important as the game they're actually playing. So the big takeaway here is that mashing up Minecraft with totally external viral concepts acts as pure algorithmic rocket fuel. When you take Minecraft and smash it together with Squid Game, boom, nearly 8 million views. When you combine it with extreme wealth tropes, like the world richest concept, you hit 8.4 million views. Even a purely emotional trope, like a heartless villager, drives almost 6 million views. The underlying strategy is brilliant. Take the absolute most clickable viral concepts on the wider internet and literally import them directly into the Minecraft engine. And man, notice how deeply primal these themes run when you look at the sidebar recommendations. Escaping, surviving, reincarnating. As you scroll down this rabbit hole, you're not really watching standard gameplay anymore. You're surviving 99 nights as a deer, you're frantically escaping a horror granny school, or, in this one super fascinating cross-cultural example, you're watching a Hindi-dubbed video about reincarnating as a dragon who gets thrown into a dungeon. I mean, these are fundamental, high-stakes storytelling tropes, just perfectly repackaged for the modern feed. So all of this really leaves us with one crucial question. What do these hyper-optimized, incredibly high-performing titles tell us about the future of digital storytelling? We've seen exactly how creators use extreme juxtapositions, mashed-up viral trends, and deep, primal themes to feed an algorithm that rewards curiosity above literally everything else. So are we just looking at a temporary trend here, or is this life cycle roleplay style the new foundational blueprint for how we're going to consume interactive narratives from now on? Definitely something to chew on the next time you see a delightfully absurd title pop up in your feed. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.